Hello, welcome to the training for the OnCall telehealth platform, which Jade will be using for all the appointments. This is for the responsibilities of the clinicians and the CRSs and any provider that would be using telehealth. It works with our CareLogic software, and we're going to start with how to schedule, which most of you know, but we'll start there, and how to join a meeting through the OnCall with your client. So we're firstly going to schedule a test client. And I'm going to put him in at 1 o'clock. And just be sure of the program that it is the correct program. This client is in the AIMS program. And if there's other ones, they'll be in the pull down menu. Activity, I'm going to pick a telehealth peer support activity. The location must be a telehealth location in order for a link to be sent to use the platform. So you could use either the number 2 or the number 10 also works. And I'm going to submit it'll ask if I want to schedule it. Confirm. And it is right in my schedule for 1 o'clock. You notice there's nothing here until I'm going to refresh it. And all of a sudden it shows me that there is a join meeting link. And this is the link to the OnCall platform that the provider will be using to do your session. So we will start there, and it is now 1:01. I'm going to join our meeting with the test client. It uses an encrypted Zoom platform through the OnCall. So many of you are familiar with Zoom. I am now in the room, and there is my client. So you can admit them this way. I do want to show you also in the participants, you can admit them this way. So I'm admitting the client now. I'm already in here. I just don't have my video on. And there he is. So Jake's there, and there we do our session. At the end of the session, we're just going to end it. We'll go back to my schedule. And since I completed that session, I am going to mark it as kept. And then I would go on to do the appropriate documentation with that. In this segment, we're going to show you how to send encounter forms, treatment plans, ROIs, whatever form you would need signed by the client. We can do that through CareLogic, and they can sign that through OnCall. So first we go to the form. We could go to an encounter form, for example, and I'm just going to use Bloom here, and then it'll pull up the add encounter form. For this purposes of time, I've pre-filled this one out. All right. So the important part would be the signature. Right here, it is defaulted to web. And for web, that would be in person. If the client is not in person and signing a signature pad and you want to send it virtually, you do have to change that to portal. It will pull up another field here where you'll have to pick the actual client. And that will tell it to send it to the client's email. Your PIN will go in here. And then once you hit submit, a form will be sent to your client. In this segment, we're going to show you the client's view of their app for OnCall. So I've logged into the testing client, Jake, and the first thing they will see is this screen here, which is their appointments. This pops up right in front of them. And I want you to notice the join appointment is lit up because this appointment is current within 10 minutes of now. If it is not within 10 minutes of the appointment, it will be grayed out. So you'll have to let the client know. It does say that down here that it is available 10 minutes prior to your session. A lot of times that is not read though. So once they would join the appointment from here, it's just going to go into your waiting room in your provider account. And when you click the join meeting from your schedule, you will meet in that Zoom encrypted room. For forms, signing forms, this is their view for signing forms. When a client opens up their file, there is a My Health at the bottom middle, and that is lit with a red dot. If there are forms to sign, that will be lit. So we'll click on that, and it shows me that I have 3 clinical forms to sign. Those are the encounter forms, and then we'll click on that. Service encounter form that we sent earlier are sitting there waiting to sign. Also, the other place the forms will come is if you send a treatment plan or recovery plan, it is to go into this treatment plan. And anytime there is one to sign, these will be lit up. I'm going to actually show you signing one also. So this would be like a client signing their encounter form. So they would add their signature. They would type in their name right in here. And then submit the form. And that's it. So that form is submitted. It does stay in there for them to see. Once it's signed, the red dot will go away. The forms will stay. Next, we're going to take a look at troubleshooting some of the common issues we've run into. The most common one is a client will say they put their password in and they're unable to log in. It's not accepting it. We just simply direct them to reset their password through the Help I Can't Sign In button. They would put in their email on file and their date of birth, being careful to use dashes instead of the slashes. They would click the reset button. They would get an email link where they can simply reset it and log back in. Another common problem is with updating. If your client does not have automatic updates turned on their phone, when the JADE app updates, it may cause issues. So then they would have to manually update their app. So just checking with them that the app is updated. Another thing we can do, if there is issues and these items didn't work, you can ask them to delete their application completely off of their phone and then reinstall it. I also want to look at the client's view and just point out this is the Zoom view for your client. Same as yours, the audio is automatically on for them. The video will be defaulted to off, so you will have to turn that on. And along the same lines, when they're asked if they allow the audio and video, they must say yes. That's all for the common problems. If anything else arises, feel free to contact me. My email is corey@myjadewellness.com. And I could get a hold of it and help you through it.